Ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Fear, for collaborating back for all entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, obviously, if you are just joining us, trust and believe you've come to the right place. I'm the blogger about, so it doesn't get any better than this. Anyway, Ninjas, let's go ahead and get into this Chende. Today we're gonna go ahead and talk about the situation that is happening between Seemah and Cyan Boujee. Now, when I tell you guys that my DMs were flooded, you guys really want to hear what I have to say, and I'm still just at a point of, I feel like I'm from Zombieland. I don't even get what's going on. I try to avoid like reading throughout what they are saying because I wanted my reaction to be authentic, and you know, I'm just like still shocked. Now, this whole situation, you guys, started when Sima went to the podcast with Boujiee, and then when they asked her about Xian Boujee, she basically said that Xian was lying about her sleeping with Xian's brother. You know, and basically it's just, I didn't feel like she said anything offensive except for the part of saying that Xian Boujee is a liar. Now, Xian Boujee will tell a joke but never lie, you know, but I don't know, I just believed what Xian had to say. I feel like Xian is someone like, we're very different but similar. I feel like there's some similarities between Xian and I, like in terms of I will tell a joke but not a lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and I feel like it's also just that thing where we are just those two people that if I'm holding something, somehow you do something to me, like I'm gonna just tell everything, especially if it's publicly, and do not try to discredit me because I'm not a liar. So I think we are similar in that way. However, what actually happened right now is that after that whole incident, these are the screenshots that I lost. I thought I screenshot means maybe I didn't. Xian Boujee did go to her Instagram account, and she also you know, put out a screenshot, and the screenshot even had Sima's numbers, and with those messages, Sima was actually saying that she has to sneak out before the moment Smanban sleeps. She's gonna have to sneak out and what, and then Xian was saying that when Usima would sleep with her brother, Ugo would even squirt and leave things on her bed, and she claims that she's been washing a bedding. Now, with all that, Usima really did not respond. However, she decided to wake up this morning today as I'm filming this, and she decided that, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just choose violence. So 8 hours ago, as I'm recording this, Sima said, I'm going to address this once and never again. I'm tired of being silenced for telling the truth. Every time I publicly tell my version of events about what happened between Ona and I get silenced by her. She does everything to distract you all from the truth. Last year, a week after we stopped being friends, she went live saying how annoying I am, and I'm exactly like my TikToks, aka FIFA. I let it slide. Meanwhile, she was the one running to me after her accounts got hacked, asking to help her promote her accounts. Mara akafihla. That same slimmer that hasn't fished is the same fool that helped you at your lowest, right? And then she continues to say, to show Uguti akana ngondo, I said fuck all about her on that venting session with Skoteni. If anything, I said I wish I hadn't blocked her and I'd still be cool with her. I just said she's a moody person and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. She has moods, Nje. Sorry, it's the truth. She has said many bad things about me. Not once did you see me running to my stories telling you all how she pays for her rents, what she did to Boujiee and why he was going crazy like that, what she did to Stelos man. At the time, you would never see me going live about that shit. You would never ever see me posting about how much of a silent she is. She needs to stop isolating for BBLs and actually fucking seek help and go to a mental institution and isolate there and self-introspect, because there's no fucking way that Han is normal. She's such a bully, that girl, and she hides behind, I'm an honest person. No, you're full of shit, Masipa. You're lucky I respect all these men you've slept with. If it wasn't for my respect for them, I'd be bombing the internet right now. I've lost all respect for you, even after our 2 minutes friendship and all the shit you've said about me. I tried with everything in me to respect you still. Fusek, ngawe ngoku ra. I refrain from fighting with you because you have nothing to lose, Honor. I have way too much to lose. You've never smelt one brand deal. You've never been invited to one influencer event. You sleep your way up. You're worthless. Auna value. You sleep around with rich men and get mavuso and sit at Paul uje fork and knife with what dignity? I have something you will never have. Self-respect. I know you will see this. I blocked you last year for my sanity, but I know you will see this. It's so useless talking to someone that's as bitter as you are. It's like talking to a child with anger issues. They don't listen to anything you say until you say something that triggers them. Then, them, and they just retaliate without even understanding what you're saying. Ukari uskaela, that time you're turning 22, umdala sani, uikaka yomuntu ona ra. I'm not waiting for your downfall, but Kama knows your address. My God never sleeps. Trust and believe. You wonder why things aren't going your way, Kanti. It's things you do to people. Wow. And the only reason why you couldn't send me as a friend was because you were too used to the friends that suck up to you and use you because you're their boost plug and blesser at clubs. You were complaining about how you feel like they use you for your name and free entrance at clubs, which they did. You were complaining about how one friend got to your place for the first time and didn't congratulate you, but just took content. The other one got to your new place and already they were breaking things in your house. I tried being a genuine friend to you, but you're not used to that. You're too damaged, Honor. You need help. Yes, sis, grow the fuck up. Yes, sis. Your mentality is a mentality yenganine 13 because you grew up too fast. Grow up and close your legs. Yo. Guys, I'm reading these things for the first time here. I just screenshot like, yo. And don't fucking tell me I should have left her alone. I left her alone for way too long. Don't bore me. Yes, I know who I am and I've built my brand from the ground up. I'm the fucking greatest, but bullshit is bullshit. Letting things slide sometimes will ruin your image unknowingly and hurt the people around you that love you. Next, Masipa Muroto, you're now, you guys are Sima, you're making me sweat too much. You can tease me about my natural body, I'll see blompot, but I'm not the one that still has insecurities, even after fixing everything on my body. You can't even take a random video with Honor without her saying she has to breathe in first, even after the fucking lipo. Skaton nyela wenaka BBL that looks like rap B player shoulders. Today you've met your match, sir. Try me again, you can leak numbers, but you can't stop your BBL leakage. Ngati zingaboma lezinga zamafuta. Hey! Word of the day, stop digging. You're already below me. And then after that, she says, look at your fighter, Nix. She wants to talk now, Fusek. And then, this is a screenshot of Xian saying that, babes, can we meet? Please, send your location. I'm not even threatening you. I just want to meet because this is getting out of hand, Sana. I've seen your true colors and I'm shook. Now, Sima says, don't try me, Honor, ever. You hear me? Okay. I'm tired. Oh, I've tried you and nothing happened. And then after that, Usima says, nah, fuck off, honestly. You've done way too much damage to my brand. I tried to be civil with you. Please, please, me. Don't even reply. You've done too much. Go dig your graves and go lower. Leave. Okay, now that is the last one that I'm gonna read from here. Now you guys know, like it's like up and down. You understand? Mas pumalasia lap. Now we're going to Xian Boujiee stories, which obviously there are also a lot. So Xian was also responding, guys. I just wanted to make sure that I'm reading Sima stories first, and then I'm gonna read Xian Boujiee. So now I'm reading Xian Boujiee. Xian Boujiee says, it takes a person that needs therapy to identify another person that needs therapy. So Masambe might die. I'll fetch you with my Mercedes. Okay. And then after that, there was a picture where she put a broomstick and said, a replic of a girl dissing someone's BBL. Pour your heart all out, but don't forget to mention how I used to fund you, Sana, almost all the time. When you'd have dinner dates and hotel outings with Ghost, I'd give you because your relationship was 50-50 akere. He would never pay anything in full. He's so smart. At least if you can't mention that, kuphele chelete yaka, he? Also, you've mentioned a lot, but no apology for waiting. Oh, no apology for waiting my bed. Be fair. As I said, guys, Xian was saying that a girl would squirt all over her bed. So would you borrow your friend money to entertain a relationship that goes 50-50 with pranks, or should you get money from rich men? Chom na akina tava ka self-respect kirata chelete, and we're both worthless then cause you've spent it haibo. And then Ari, real car from rich men or fake car that comes with fainting. You okay? Now at that point, Xian did put a picture of her Benz, which okay, ma'am. And then she says, word of day, you stoop low, I'll dig up a grave and actually stay under Sana. Do not fuck with me and do not lie about me. And then I'm gonna go ahead, like there's a lot of stories, but I'm gonna go ahead and read the ones that Xian posted herself because I saw there was a lot of reposts. She then starts laughing and says, Sana, people who spend 200k to get a BBL would know what a leakage is. Absolutely normal, but you wouldn't know because you can't afford a relationship, child. Not even days, but you call yourself an influencer. Where is the money? They can't all book me because my rates are damn high. You haven't touched any part of the facts I've put out, but you're so focused on my body and looking thing. Your mind will blow up over everything you know about me. Sana, I don't even know your second name, but you know all my exes' names. I'm a professional DJ and a Fashion Nova. She wished she mentioned Fashion Nova. I was like, girl, maybe you shouldn't have. Ambassador, an international an international brand that wouldn't even notice you exist. I make the bag and the bag man add on. Don't get it twisted. Show me anything you've achieved instead of body shaming and bullying someone like me that gives zero fucks. What has your career given you? You made a song about me because you're overly obsessed. Did it take you anywhere? Gigs, nyana friend, international gigs, or you still stuck at home with fingers and a phone? Besides the influencer events you go to that gives you 0% of what they make, what have you achieved? I have a salon, 2 cars, an apartment. What do you have? 3 weeks from brands that tag you in exchange, yo. And then after that, she came out here and she showed 55,000 rands for a post. How much international brands pay me? Brands that work with influencers, you law up to abroad, bitch. When you get free chocolates in exchange for promo, don't fuck with me, please. Okay, calls me Miss Last Laugh. Guys, I'll mature when I'm 25. Please, I'm just trying to act my age right now. You'll be the next one calling me Xian Boujiee. I will wound you, motherfucker. And I'm like, girl, Xian, stop it. The fact that she included Xian Boujiee. For some of you that do not know, there's a guy called Bamrzi Rich, if I'm not mistaken, who was dating Xian Boujiee. They had a fight, and I don't know if Xian hit him with a blowboard or whatever, but the guy was bleeding his neck. It's not funny, but he started saying Xian Boujiee, and so it has become a thing. The fact that she brought it here, that's funny. But the threat, girl, No. And then Xian continues to actually say, whoo, child, kuningi is a lot. With that screenshot that Sima actually posted where she was talking to Xian then responded. However, Sima did cut that off, or maybe she posted it before Xian responded, when Xian said, when you followed me here with a fake page, what do you mean I should leave you alone? And then Xian Boujiee says, why don't you show this part? I want to meet to show you my true colors too. Sorry. And then she said, why would I meet to fix things? Don't be dumb. You sent me a voice note and I responded because I'm sick of running around in circles, Sana. This isn't kindergarten. Let me be, okay? And then after that, Xian said, quit acting like you're a 10. You are a 4 at best. Regardless, I am the real one and you want to be one so bad. Your career is what I do for fun and I wouldn't lose if I'd stop it. I'm actually also going to take your defensiveness to the west side. But no, my money is very long regardless of how I get it. And one of my bags is worth your entire existence. If you're trying to show me that you ate me up through a damn message of me trying to meet up, just drop location so I show you what I was trying to meet up for. Tired of making noise, Sana. The only reason you went on the podcast is because my name was attached to it. I've been to the biggest podcast and no one ever asked me about you. That says a lot, right? One out of all the excuses you do to bring me down, out of all the exercises you do to bring me down, why don't you use it for your music cause it's not coming up? Your most viewed video, most liked shit shows nothing but my face or my name in it, okay? And then after that, Xian Boujiee, that was it, guys, from Xian. She did also say that so messy. Also, we're drinking Azole on a random day because money is too long. So, I mean, guys, can we start just by clapping hands for me? Like, literally having to read that the way that I read it. We've come a long way. Guys, let's clap for ourselves. Let's clap. Clap, ninjas, clap. And I know there's a ninja that will be sitting clapping. People will be looking at you like, why are you clapping, you know? But anyway, yeah, that was a lot. That was literally a lot. Almost a whole video of me just reading. I'm going to go ahead and give my 2 cents. Number one, I do feel, unless if there's something that I just do not know. The first time that Xian actually spoke about how Sima was sleeping with her brother and whatever, I did believe her. As I said, at this point, Xian has not given me a reason yet for me to say she's lying or not believe when she says something. That's just me. Until she gives me a reason where, you know, she was caught in a lie, that's when maybe I'll be like, But due to the fact that like, I've seen a lot of things that she talks and she's truthful, well, okay, let me not lie. There was a time that she put out a statement saying that she had an abortion. But then she had put another one saying that she had had a miscarriage. But okay, that's like personal stuff that maybe she was not ready to talk about. However, I do have to say that I don't know why, but I did believe her. And the other thing again that made me believe was that if you guys watched that interview proper, right, the clips that I actually saw on TikTok where Scottin was asking Sima about sleeping with Xian's brother, Sima didn't look too convincing for me. Her body language and the way that she reacted and the answer, for me, it was not a definite no, absolutely not. I have never this and this. As much as she was saying it with her mouth, her body language for me and the way that she was, I was just not convinced. And I love both these girls. I do have to say this. So unless if Sima had done something first that I just didn't know, I really didn't see a reason for Xian Boujiee to actually come out here and tell Sima's business like that was that deep to say she was sleeping with her brother, especially because Sima was still in a relationship with Ghost. That's the first thing. So I think with that part of the sleeping with my brother, I do feel like, Xian girl, like, unless if there was something that was happening behind the scenes that maybe provoked you, you know, sometimes if you're friends with someone and friendship does not work out well, you know, let's just keep it moving. You don't gotta like tell my business out here, girl, damn, you know. So that was the first thing. Now, obviously with Sima, when she was asked, with this whole situation, I did feel like she was well within her rights to can respond whatever it is that is going on. However, I guess that Xian and Boujee felt that, girl, you are not about to, and then she came out with proof. What do I think Sima should have done? Girl, at this point, I feel like you did sleep with the brother. That's just me. I feel you should have maybe just said that, you know what, things like that, or you talk to Gox Cotton to say, I don't wanna like talk about that. Like, ask me anything except for that, because maybe you were not ready to talk about it. Do I understand the why Xian Boujee was upset? Yeah, I don't like being called a liar, especially because I'm not. I do it. And do you know how difficult it is to not be a liar when you are good at it? Like, child, I was that child that if anybody, when we were growing up, needed to come with a good lie, child, I would cover angles and stuff. Now, for me to come out here and not lie to you guys, and always make sure that if I'm telling you a story time, whatever, I should have the decency to tell you guys the truth, it's because I respect you guys and I do not want to lie to you guys. So that's why, like, when someone calls me a lie, it does upset me, I won't lie. Or I used to a lot. Like, now if someone says you're a liar, I don't care, because I know myself, right? So I do have to say that I would understand why Xian and Boujee would be very upset if someone is saying you're lying and you know that you're telling the truth. Now, Xian did come with a screenshot. As I said, I'm sorry guys, I thought a screenshot, but I guess I didn't. And with that screenshot, it did show Sima saying that she's gonna sneak out. So I guess she was sneaking out for that Z. And Xian and Boujee claims that the reason why her friendship with Sima fell through was because Sima was getting obsessive with Xian's brother. So if maybe he's entertaining other girls, she would be upset, this and this and that. However, Sima is saying that it's because basically she was not a kisses like how Xian's friends are. So I don't know who to believe in this instance. They're talking about two different things. Now, I honestly do just feel like, you know, at this point, they are both just going under the belt. You know, I do not want to lie. Sima literally, like, the comeback, wow. Yo. Hi Shem, I won't even lie. I don't know if she was sitting typing and there were 3 other people that were like, say this, say that. Like, did she have a meeting? Like, she insulted the crap out of Xian and Boujee. As much as Xian and Boujee also did, you know, come with the comebacks, but I do have to say, if it was a matter of comebacks and the things that were being said, like, yo, I feel like maybe I'm a bit shocked because I didn't expect it from Sima in terms of, I didn't think she's someone that would have such comebacks. Like, her comebacks were just crazy, you know. But at the same time, the other part again that I also want to talk about is this. With me personally, I feel that if you are someone that has had your body done, unless if someone is gonna be coming for your body, which at this point I don't know who started. I do think that it's actually Sima that started to go for her body, so Xian also had a right. But if you're someone that has had your body done and someone did not come for your looks, I just feel like, you know, the BBL gang, like, you can't be commenting on natural girls' bodies. That's just my opinion when it comes to that. However, I do have to say that Xian at this point, I feel like she was well within her right to actually go for Sima's looks, because Sima also came for her look, which I feel like, okay, that is fine, you know, pashage. The other aspect also that I'm going to go ahead and address is the part of Xian basically talking about the success aspect of it. I like the fact that she did not only just bring in okay, fine, you know, we know that at this point Xian does sleep with men, she does get mavuso, and she gets a lot of it, okay. And I've said that I love the fact that at least she's open about it, and she's not acting like some of your slay queens that will be out there pretending like, I bought this Benz myself, I'm a hustling, hardworking woman. No, just go ahead and say, hey, I'm sleeping with a man, he bought me the Benz, I'm sleeping with a man, he gave me money, he did this and that and that and that. And so she was also just talking about maybe the brand deals that she get, which she spoke about Fashion Over. I don't know about the other ones. I do know that she DJs a lot, so they should also be paying her for that, so she also is making her own income. However, I did feel like her coming for Sima's success, if Sima is not a girl that sleeps with guys and gets mavuso like that, also just, you know, uncalled for. I feel like it's the same thing. If me like this right now, I'm a hardworking woman, I don't sleep with men for money. A woman that sleeps with men for money, don't compare my success to that person's success, because you don't even know where those men are getting the money from. You might find that you're sleeping with a thief who steals money for a living, so he can't afford to just give you 500,000 rands, and for me to get 500,000 rands, I have to work for months, you understand? So I felt like, yeah, when it comes to that, unless if there's other things that are happening behind the scenes that I just didn't see, I felt like, you know, Seemah, as long as she knows what she's doing and where she's going and what career she wants to follow, I felt like she was going to be okay, you understand? But basically that is that. Honestly, I won't even lie. As I said, I feel like at this point I do see both sides. If I was Xian, I was also going to be very upset if you're calling me a liar, and I know that you is lying. But I feel like in the first place, I don't think that Seemah had said anything that would make her like reveal such a secret to say, oh, by the way, we've been screwing my brother. If there's one advice that I'll give you guys, that be very careful when it comes to friends. Be very careful when it comes to friends. And if there's anything that I'm gonna go ahead and say to you guys is this: share your things with people that share their things with you. If you have a friend that's forever not in the mood to talk, oh, you know, I just don't feel like talking, oh, I don't want to talk about this, stop sharing your things. I learned that the hard way. Stop sharing your information with people that never share their information with you, because there are people that are like that. And if you're someone that is so open and free, you wouldn't even know. They will end up knowing all your secrets and you know nothing about them. So you all better just be very careful out there. What do I have any advice towards Xian, Boujee and Seemah? I do have to say that you guys were once friends, which means that you had a common ground. I hope that you find that again, so that you guys can just be, you know, in a mutual place. Now I do also have to say, if there's any advice that I can give Xian, my love, maybe do actually post to say, hey, I do apologize, I do not want to beat up Seemah or anything like that. And let me tell you why. The danger comes if, let's say, Xian, Boujee and Seemah were somehow to meet anyway, and there's maybe circumstances, maybe there's friends or something happens and it ends up that there's a fight, even if it's Seemah, maybe that might start or whatever. Sorry, unfortunately, if you guys were to go to court, your stories would work against you. So they would actually say that it means that you targeted her, you wanted her, you said she's gonna be saying Xian, Boujee, you said that you wanted her location, you wanna go beat her up and whatever. I honestly would actually just issue a retraction and an apology to say that's not something that I actually want. And again, maybe try refrain from tagging brands when you are in scandals. Most of these brands, you guys, they do not want any drama with anybody. I'm sure that they obviously picked her because her body is gorgeous. She's a beautiful young woman, but I just don't think it was the smartest to bring in a brand as big as Fashion Nova in stories where you were busy cussing out. Now imagine if they were to go ahead and view that story and be like, hey, what's going on, let me see, and then somehow they also end up Seemah and all this ish that is actually going on. I just don't think that it's really good for business. That's basically me. I don't know if she did not sign an NDA with Fashion Nova for her to can even share that they're paying her 55,000 rands, which is a lot of money. Congratulations on that. And so I don't know, obviously, like the terms and conditions and everything, but I do have to say that refrain, my love, from making public threats, especially because you've been involved in a lot of altercations that are physical. So you don't want to come out as a physical person, especially when you go to court, if something actually happens. And I do hope that you do not beat up Seemah or try to be physical with her when you meet her. Your fault. Whatever happened, you need to tugana, and then let's just keep it at that. And if there's any advice that I would also give Seemah would be, I do think that you're doing well. Your new song is a beautiful song. I listened to it, it's really good. I also would say that I think that Seemah has a good heart. That's honestly something that I honestly believe. And I think that Ghost really did use, sorry, I do feel like Ghost did use her. As Xian is saying that, you know, it was a 50-50 relationship. Seemah did say that she was not getting paid, and Ghost definitely made a lot of money from those pranks and TikToks and everything. So learn from your lessons, you know, don't do that in the next relationship that you're gonna be into. And so basically that is that. never go 50-50 with a man, especially when, like, I honestly just don't believe in that. I'm so sorry. The day a man is gonna be like 50-50, I'm just taking my handbag and I'm leaving. Like, honestly, I'm not doing that crap with anybody. So I do honestly just hope that you get the healing that you deserve when it comes to this whole relationship with ghost. You learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn. You also learn your lessons when it comes to friends, you know, and just learn your lessons. Basically, that is that. When it comes to success, I do feel like there's a huge pressure that goes on now, that, you know, at the age of 22, at 23, you have to already be driving a BM, a Benz, and whatever. And I don't think that those standards are achievable for your age. I feel like she has accomplished a lot, you understand. She built a successful platform. She has over 700,000 followers even on Instagram. That's not easy, guys, to achieve. So she is actually doing well. Obviously, Xian has help. Let's not lie. She has help. She has rich men that are also helping her out. So we cannot put her in the same podium as Sima and actually try to compare them. So one day, I'm sure you are going to buy your own bands. Just make sure that you focus on yourself. You focus on your brand. You focus on who you are. You're doing well already. So just make sure that you continue. And also make sure that, you know, you find a way on how you can monetize everything that you have to give, because sometimes I do have to say, that's why I always say, if you see me, guys, I can't on TikTok, I'm there bit whenever I feel like, you know, but I've not really taken it as like, oh, this is a platform that I'm gonna, because of the fact that I've seen it doesn't pay, it's not paying. So rather maybe also try focus your attention on a platform that pays, which is like YouTube. You know, you do have a YouTube channel and I've seen that she gets proper views. Maybe she should also just be a little bit more serious when it comes to YouTube, because at least this platform actually pays, and then you'll be okay. So I do have to say, both the ladies I love. I do hope that you guys just find peace. This was just honestly so uncomfortable. I at this point, I just feel like if there was a way that I could have both of them sit down and we talk, I was literally going to do that, because I'm just like, guys, this is honestly just so unnecessary. Yes, people are watching, people are laughing, whatever, but people are getting you guys' secrets that we shouldn't even be knowing. Friendships should actually be sacred. There are certain things that we should never know. They should just stay there. And besides, guys, when I tell you guys, Uri, like, tea is nice when we go dig it up, not when you pour it to us. You're gonna burn us. I've always said this, but I feel like this video was honestly very long. I don't like seeing two young women that I feel like they have bright futures like fights like this. I just feel like it's really just not worth it. But anyway, I do want you guys to go and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation from Owamie, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.